Hey, Shalom Markings for Kamak Pash and Jim Islam giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the whole for that's pushing his truth and all sincerity. Just a quick one. I've got to head off to the plantation, man. But this article here from where's it from? Telegraph, right? This is Sunak, who's the Prime Minister of the UK now, right? Tells NHS to embrace robot workers as it prepares to sack staff, right? And all I'm gonna call this lesson is connect the dots, man. you know, evidently, these puppets of Esau, the elites, right? There are agendas rolling, and it's always been, you know, what we said it is. You know what I'm saying? The NWO, they're gonna push, more and more people into poverty and have to take up UBI, Universal Basic Income, okay, which is going to be distributed by blockchain and digital currencies, CBDCs, right? This is all you know being put together, right? It's the cage that Esau is creating for his new, his NWO, man, right? The WEF, you own nothing and be happy. How are you gonna own anything when you ain't got no fucking money? You know, when everybody just seems to want to be sacking people and they want to replace you with bots. you know, Esau don't need you, doesn't want you. You are a burden on his wealth, right? On his money, right? And the sooner you can replace your robots, the better, man. And you got to remember, think back to the Georgia Guidestones. I know they're not they're not up right now. They were smashed down, but we have to think about those things, man. These um, agendas are in the works, right? Maintaining the population under 500 million, or around 500 million, right? There's an excess of people on the earth which is just draining on the resources of these elites, because all that's going to happen, you know, they're going to sack a bunch of people. These people are going to lose their income, and they're poor anyway, right? They're at the bottom scale of everything, right? And while all that's happening, the top end of, these people are running this shit, man, they're going to become more richer, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, wealth is just going to go back to the top. Well, more wealth is going to go to the top, right? Where, while you lot are on fucking universal basic income. you know, Esau is destroying society, man, and he's putting everybody in the dirt. Okay, and he's going to put you into submission. He's going to have you accepting the MOTB, right? He's going to have you begging to put you on the MOTB system, to take that C hit, man, right? Because you're going to be hurt, right? Not these cunts, mind my language, right? Not these dickheads, right? These guys will be all right, these puppets and whatever, until they're not useful anymore. But the elites, man, they ain't crying, man. They ain't batting an eyelid over what's happening to you, the people. The people, right? They don't give a crap. Okay, they are not righteous. They're not philanthropists. They're not they don't care. Okay, they're wicked. They're evil, right? Sadistic, and nothing makes them happier than to crush the little people, right? And crush you, Jake, specifically, right? Nothing makes them happier, man. All right, so just connect. You got to connect everything that's going on. They're not unrelated. Okay, you got to connect the dots, man. There's agendas at play. Call them conspiracies. Call them whatever the f you want to call them. But they're there to be connected, if you can see. All right. So Rishi Sunak has urged the NHS to embrace the use of robots as the health service it's preparing to cut its workforce by half in drastic attempt to cut costs. Right? There's a well, we know it as a shortage of staff here in the UK for NHS staff, right? For nurses and stuff. There's a massive shortfall, right? That's why the waiting lists are hella long and all this business, right? And they're poorly paid, overworked. We know this, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just cut them off and put robots in their place," because they're asking for more money now, right? Because they're striking right now. That they're striking, so this is their response. This is we was banging pots and pans for them during the pandemic, saying how great they were and how they're heroes and all this shit. And now these clowns just wanna cut them off, man, because they're complaining about the low pay. This guy's the devil, man. This guy don't want to pay no one fairly, but all these guys offering these contracts and that, they're making hella paper. more than they deserve, right? Right. So that's that's just the devil for you, man. Right. So I'm not gonna make this long, so I gotta head out. But in Psalm 64 verse 2 it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." Right. They have these secret counsels, man. Okay, they're just not secret unto us. We're privy to the agendas of the elites, man. All right. We're privy because we have the prophecies, we have the scriptures. Okay, we know what they're trying to achieve. Okay, what their real motives are. Okay, these are not good people. These are not kind-hearted people. They don't care about nobody. They don't care about nobody, man. Right? It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." Right? So with that, with the secrets comes with the conspiracies, because obviously, they're not spoken in the open. They're not written down in a document somewhere where you can say, "Oh yeah, there's proof." No, it's not. It's not like that. Okay, but these guys frequently meet up with each other and discuss things behind closed doors that you're not privy to. So there's a conspiracy right there, right? You don't know what the fuck they're talking about, all right? But we know, we understand, all right? Anyway, it says hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, that's Esau, all right? Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Okay, Israelites, right? Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Okay, they become bold because they've got us, down and out, man. They're bold, right? They think they can get away with anything, right? So they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" No one sees the trap that that they're laying. Okay, the elect, they understand. There's some other individuals out there that understand that there's traps being laid, but they don't understand the full trap. They don't understand the full picture of the things that are going on around them. That's what's been given to the elect. All right. But yeah, people don't understand the intricacies and the fact that these things are all connected. Just small things that they don't seem relevant to one another, but they are. Okay, it's part of the trap. It's an intricate trap, but it's part of the trap. This is So they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Ways to do things, how to trap the people, how to manipulate the people into where they want them to. So both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right, so they've plotted and planned this for a very long time, man, and they're executing. The only problem is the Most High ain't gonna allow them to fully execute. As it goes on to say, the Lord's gonna wound them, right? And yeah, they're not gonna be able to fulfill their endeavors, man. All right, it says Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4 says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith." Okay, because these people are the wicked, man, so they're not upright. They ain't trying to do the right thing by people. They ain't trying to do the right thing by the planet and all this stuff that they talk about. Now, give it another article that I read this morning about here in the UK. They're increasing the US charge zone to outer London now. Even further, right? So anyone living inside that border now has to pay $12.50 a day to drive around in those areas, man. And they go on like go on about it like they're trying to make the air cleaner so it can prevent deaths, and we can just live healthier lives, and good for the planet and all this stuff. They make it sound like that's why they're doing it, man. But then the thing is, we know that because it was the mayor of London who announced it, obviously, right? We know there's money needs to be made. They're lacking funds, and so they're going to increase funds. And it's all about the money. It's all about taking money from people. That's all it's about. It ain't about the clean air. Okay, it ain't about healthier lives. It ain't about the planet. It ain't about those things. But that's how they're gonna come across, man. They're depicting themselves as angels of light, man. But really, they're just the devil, man. Anyway, it says, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied." Okay, Esau he wants everything. WEF settings, man. Right? You will own nothing. He ain't letting you have anything. He wants to own everything, and you, and everything that you do, he wants to own. Right? It says, and is as death, your life even, right? Not relating it to that, but he wants to own you, your life, what you do with it. If he wants you to die, you die. You know what I'm saying? If you're a burden, you know, you can get killed off, man. Esau don't need people no more, man. You already done the work. Esau, you've already done the work. Okay, all these people are just sucking on the resources, man. That's why they're gonna be a World War III. That'll bring down numbers. That's why there's plagues, but that's why there's plagues and pestilences, because that helps bring down numbers. Right, and we know that, you know, Most High is in charge of it all ultimately, but you know, Esau is the one administrating these things. You know, it's part of his agenda too. That was given to given to them by the Most High. You know, but you know, Esau don't want people, man. Right, so he don't give a shit. But anyway, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heateth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunt a proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that laid himself with thick clay. Right? The clay is the debt, right? Increasing that which is not his, because he's gone around and ripped everybody off, stolen everything, man, scammed everybody. You know? Like I said, you know, the elites and these guys, the puppets and that, they're just getting richer. It's the people, it's the poor that are, you know, are becoming worse and worse off. But these people are meant to be making decisions based on the people. The elite are like 0.1% of the fucking world, man. The people are the ones, you know, the majority are struggling. But they're making decisions based for us, for our benefit, right? That's why you got you idiots voting people in for our benefit, right? You fucking idiots, man. So you don't fucking vote. Not that it makes a difference anyway. You know, you're still gonna get clowns in the office, you're gonna get clown maneuvers, clown policies, you're still gonna get all that clown shit anyway. Voting or not voting. You know? No matter what fucking side you pick, Labour or Conservative, red or blue, don't fucking matter. Same shit. Okay, it's all part of the agenda. Alright. I've got to duck out. Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, right? So that's what these people are going to get sacked and you know, kicked out or whatever. These people are going to be begging for UBI. Okay, but guess what? To get access to the UBI, at some point, you're going to need, you know, the CHIP. You're going to have to take that mark to get the UBI. You know? You might be able to get these benefits now, but when this whole system crashes and changes, man, there's gonna be prerequisites, man, that you're gonna have to meet to get access to UBI. You know, to get them CBDCs into your wallets, right? Otherwise, you ain't eating. All right, so he's gonna cause that situation to happen, and have you people begging for it. All right. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, this is all what's coming, man. All right, and as I said, remember the Georgia Guidestones, man, because if Esau, if you allowed, or if this devil was allowed to rule forever or whatever, you know, longer, right? Because he couldn't rule forever anyway. He's a self-destructive being. And it's what it states here, right? So, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. If Esau was to rule and continue ruling, man, you don't think he'll get rid of everybody on the fucking planet? You don't think he'd end up killing everybody? He obviously don't care about people. He's very unempathetic, or whatever you want to call it. You know, he don't care about people. You know, he ain't got a kind bone in his body, right? Once he's got you under the thumb, and you got your CHIP, man, your life is in his hands. Literally, you know, and he'll go about seeking, you know, those commandments from the Georgia Guidestones, man, because you're just a drain, you're a burden, useless eaters. You know, that's a term that he got for his own people. You know, Edomites, man, useless eaters, man. You know, but you're just drained on resources, man. Once he's got enough bots, right? Elon gonna help him with the bots, right? Once there's enough bots, you know, he don't need people, man. And he don't need you eating the food either. So, you know, or Soylent Green or whatever the fuck you're eating. Manufactured, made up meat, whatever. You don't need you doing all of that. Right? He gonna live fat, he gonna live good, and he ain't worrying about all that shit. Okay, you gotta minimize your numbers, man. You know, but like I said, if he was to rule even longer, even he wouldn't be safe, man. You know, because the devil do what the devil do, man, and there's always gonna be strife in in paradise or whatever. You know, in his utopia, there's always gonna be strife. All right, and then they're not just nuking themselves or some shit or whatever. Right, but anyway, I gotta head out anyway. So Lord is edifying, and catch you brothers sisters on the next one. Until next time, I say shalom.